as I'm passing through a little Dutch town. Some first impressions. It's a very white 2008 Kawasaki Z1000. That's a big old bike. I thought it would be tiny. I thought this would be a little people's bike, but I'm on it now for a little bit and no, I'm fine. Okay, my feet to butt distance is pretty close. It's not the most comfortable bike ever. See, that's the thing that this bike does. I'm tempted, I see the little boys standing there waiting for me, you know, and I'm tempted to gun it, to go like, yeah, hear me, you know. I won't, let's not, let's be polite. That's the thing, it's got dual laser exhausts and they're not quiet. Definitely not quiet. But they sound nice. It's not an offensive sound per se. I'm shouting. I don't need to shout, I think. So it's from 2008. It's done some miles. Well, 56,000 kilometers. It started its life abroad somewhere, came to Holland in 2012, and currently it's for sale at the MotoFit in Veenendaal. So if you're interested in buying or getting a test ride, go there. In the meantime, I'm having a test ride. Woo. Boy oh boy, and it goes like stink. Holy crap! Well, it keeps going. That's the thing, you know. Like, that's the difference. You know, from the lights on a big V-twin, you're like, yeah, it goes similar. But this one, it just keeps going and going. It's got 140 odd horsepower. It's got about 100 Newton meters of torque. It's pretty similar to the V-Strom 1000 that I did a ride on. And it feels similar, though this one, it just keeps going longer, you know. That's the thing with smaller four-cylinders, they just sort of lack down low. But this, this is nice. It's a little bit loud, I have to say. But yeah, I'm okay. And I have to get used to the steering. You really want to lean forward on this thing, you know. Yeah, that's nice. It steers very well, you know, little wheels. We're leaning forward, but you really want to sit forward and yeah, go for it. It's not a bike to tour to the south of Europe on. This is great for a sunny Sunday afternoon. It really is. I think it's got about 16 litres in the tank. Yeah, something like that. Should have. The newer one has ABS. I'm not so sure about this one. I don't see it anywhere. I see nothing that looks like ABS. Well, we don't need it. You should be riding this in the sun anyway. Time for a quick look at the bike up close. It's from 2008, so 14 years old. A little wear and tear here, a little wear and tear there, but nothing that a brush and some elbow grease can't get rid of. Nissin calipers fore and aft, upside down forks, Pewee levers, adjustable, both sides. It's got all the stickers from Kawasaki about what kind of gasoline to use, C95 plus, octane, blah de blah. It's got the laser exhausts, Well, you've heard them already probably. They're a bit loud. The originals, you get them as well, so that's good. It hasn't got a center stand, but it's got these little ones, so you can put it on a stand if you want to. You just have it separate. Yeah, that's about it. Very aggressive styling. Osco oiler, don't forget Osco oiler, so no manual oiling of the chain. I like the aggressive back end. Look at that. It's got a good profile, bit insect-like, thin in the middle, easy to steer, and that headlight is a good look, I have to say. So as street fighters go, it's pretty cool, and I like the white. Yeah, it's not one that you'll disappear on. Everybody will know that you're there. Pretty cool. Let's go for a ride. Alright, I tried it twice in Dutch, and I stalled it twice. No, I tried it 3 times, I have to be honest. Tried it 3 times. First time I stalled it, second time I stalled it, and then it was alright, sort of. But okay, so let's try it in English. Maybe I can do a short turn better in English, huh? No, I'm getting scared. Okay, that was a shitty try. You see, we're doing fine now without the cones. Without the cones, we're fine. I'm already sick of the cones. Well, I think now I'm interested, right? Because the Versus was also not so good at one of these two. Or maybe it's just a 4-cylinder. Maybe I should do it at higher revs, you know? Just higher revs. See, feels a lot more stable. There you go. So I stalled it a couple times. I just have to go in at higher revs. And that was first gear, so I'll try another one at second gear. Higher revs, second gear, maybe a bit of back brake. See how it goes, right? Slightly more revs. Here. Ooh. Okay, a little wobbly, but we're fine. I think the big thing with me and this bike and the Versus is I'm just not used to 4 cylinders. I usually ride with 1 or 2, and it's just so different in corners. This one you really need the revs to stay stable a bit. So yeah, okay. It can do slaloms, it can do corners, pretty good actually. And the weight is not an issue. I'll look up what the weight is of the bike, but yeah, no, we're fine. There we go. Easy. Okay, come on. Best moment of this bike, right? Let's hear it. Ah, that's very good. That's such a nice sound with the laser exhaust. So, if you're wondering, I used to make videos only in Dutch. This one is in English. So if you're looking for the Dutch one, I'll put a link somewhere. Go there. Als je Nederlands wil, kijk naar de link die ik er ergens bij zet. Vast ook in de omschrijving, misschien wel bovenin de video. En anders, als Engels goed is, blijf je hier. Ik kijk eens gewoon waar de meeste mensen in geïnteresseerd zijn vandaag. Dus vandaar. So if none of that made sense and you just want to stay English, stay here, never mind. That was just, you know, for the Dutch people. In the meantime, we'll have a little ride in English. Oh. So one thing I'm noticing is mirrors. Well, they're kind of tiny. And they don't do much. Well, you know, I get a very good view of my own elbows, and if I want to look behind me, I have to sort of put my elbow in my side and look around. So if you're not a really big bloke like me, you'll be fine. But for me, they're a bit silly. But I think with the Street Fighter sort of looks, You could easily go for a set of bar end mirrors. That should be fine. So as we are getting nearer Veenendaal and the MotoFit, let's summarize a bit. We're on a pretty nice pearly white Kawasaki Z1000. It's an oldie, it's 15 years old. It's been around the block, 65,000 kilometers, but riding, okay, you know, it hasn't got all the traction control and stuff, but it's fine. It's a fine bike. I love the noise, you know, and when you let go of the exhaust, right, where's it coming? Ah, it's smooth now, see? When it's warm, it's very smooth. When it's cold, it burbles and makes noises, which is also very cool. I have to say, I like this bike. I like it better than the 1000cc Versus that I was on. It's a lot smaller, a lot lighter, but it's also got the 150 horsepower. But that's the weird thing. If I compare it to the FJR that has similar horsepower, this just goes a lot faster. It feels a lot faster. Maybe because it's a naked and I'm in the wind, but just the noise with the laser exhaust and everything. This is more fun. This is a fun bike. And it looks aggressive, and it's white, and it's not... If you're timid, this isn't your bike. I'm too timid for this bike. I really am. Yeah, you know, I would do all sorts of things to make it smoother and easier and less noisy, but come on. This doesn't need to be less noisy. This just goes like stink, you know. It does. It's so quick. That's so nice. It's a bit wobbly if you're taking a corner on the speed bump, but what isn't? So yeah, hey, if you're interested in this bike, see the MotoFit in Veenendaal in the Netherlands. They've got it for sale. It's theirs. It's not owned by one of their clients or anything. It's totally theirs. See if it's still for sale. I'll try to put it in the comments or put it in the title if it's still for sale or not. I hope you enjoyed the ride. I hope you'll buy this bike because this is going to put a smile on your face. And I hope to see you next time. Thanks very much for tuning in.